Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. This is going to be for the week of June 14th through the 21st, and we got a lot of stuff this week. We got the free items with the new Twitch drops. We have Styanax Prime, Jade Shadows Constellations, new Prime Resurgence is out, a whole bunch of stuff we're going to cover in this video. Let's get started. First and foremost, there will be Twitch drops happening on my channel for 3 days this week, starting on the 17th. That is going to be this Wednesday. That's when Jade Shadows Constellations comes out. That's when Styanax Prime Access happens. And during that time, starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, all the way until June 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard, so for like 3 days and a few hours, you are going to be able to get a bunch of Twitch drops from just watching my channel. I'm going to be live as long as humanly possible, like through the whole thing. So I'm going to do my best so that you don't have an opportunity to miss it. So if you show up, you're nearly guaranteed to get the drops if you're showing up to my channel. Link is in the description in case you missed it on the screen. But let's get started on This Week in Warframe. Bird, he's got shiny treasures, and this week he has an Amber Archon Shard. Deep Archimedia is a Mirror Defense, Exterminate, and Assassination. Temporal Archimedia is a Defense, Exterminate, and Assassination. The current Coda weapons for the next 2 days are the Basosis 60% heat. That is completely capped out. Get that if you don't have that maxed out already. Excellent. The Bubonico 42.3% cold. The Cost Assist 25% toxin. Haruto 49.4% electricity. Pathosis 28.8% radiation. And the Synapse 25.1% cold. And the Tysis 40.3% magnetic. The 1999 calendar, we are looking at 2,000 Kuva versus a Forma Blueprint, then 6,000 Kuva versus an Emerald Archon Shard, then Double Arcanes versus 3-day Mod Drop Chance Booster, then an Arcane versus a Melee Arcane Adapter, and then a Secondary Arcane Adapter versus an Arcane. Lastly, a 3-day Affinity Booster versus a 3-day Mod Drop Chance Booster. Steel Path Descendio, we're looking at a Forma Blueprint, Primary Debilitate, a Zaw Riven Mod, Arcane Circumvent, 25 Steel Essence, 3 times Melee Kareen, and an Azor Archon Shard. As far as the normal Descendia goes, our final reward is going to be an Amp Arcane Adapter. As I say every week, yes, the TennoCon 2026 digital pack is absolutely worth it. Thank you guys so much for becoming Patreons at a tier 2 level to help out. Big deal. Really appreciate it. The Google Sheet that you get when you become a tier 2 Patreon gives you everything Baro Katir has ever had. It's like a bunch of checkboxes. You could say you have it or you don't, and it will tell you how many credits or ducats that you have left to still get. And those of you that need any extra help, you can always message me in the Discord and I will help you out. We'll crack a bunch of relics. I've got thousands of them from all different time zones, eras, whatever, and we can just get you all the help that you need. Also, Prime Resurgence, we have another 24 days and 17 hours left for Equinox and Wukong and all the weapons that they came with. Quick reminder to get all these free items here at the community event in case you've missed it. These are really, really cheap, except for like these 2 things. They're 25,000 credits a piece. But everything else here is basically 1 credit. Also, quick reminder, we're going to have Mesa Heirloom happening on July 11th, which I believe is TennoCon. It's either the 10th or the 11th, but Mesa Heirloom, July 11th. For the events this week, we have 10 days and 15 hours left of Thermia Fractures. Also, a reminder to do the weekly Iatan treasure hunt. We also have Steel Path Incursions are Exterminate, Spy, Defense, Assault, and Mobile Defense. The current invasions are, looks like nothing to worry about at the moment. The sortie is Assault, Mobile Defense, and Assassination. And this week's Archon Hunt is against Damar for a Crimson Archon Shard. We'll have to do a Spy, Excavation, and a Showdown. Checking out Nora, this week we have the usual permanent weeklies. We also have complete a survival mission reaching at least 20 minutes, complete 4 Halls of Ascension on Lua, unlock 4 Dragon Key Vaults on Deimos, complete 8 Zones of Sanctuary Onslaught, and today's daily is eliminate 150 enemies with abilities. We check out the credit offerings that Nora has this week. We are looking at Deadly Maneuvers, Rejuvenation, Pistol Scavenger, Metamorphic Magazine, Sprint Boost, Critical Mutation, and Dreamer's Bond. The ones that are going to get you this week, I guess the best shot for you to get Platinum if you just want to buy these to sell them in trade chat would be Rejuvenation and Sprint Boost. And she also has Purifying Flames, Purging Slash, Skull Shots, and Shrapnel Rounds. Checking out Steel Pass Circuit this week, we are looking at Incarnate Adapters for the Dera, Sestra, Ukina, Sybaris, and the Sicarus. And if you already have those, you can scroll over, get a rifle, pistol, melee ribbon, or 20,000 Kuva. And for normal circuit, we have choices between Gara, Korra, and Revenant. Akrithis this week has herself a primary auxiliary for 10 Pathless Clams, a melee ribbon mod, a companion weapon ribbon mod, and a Roking Catalyst blueprint, a rifle ribbon mod, and 5,000 Kuva. Checking out Teshin and Steel Path Honors, this week he has himself a Veiled Riven Cipher and 3 times Forma for 75 Steel Essence. And checking out this nut pounder here, he's got himself a Tenet Ferox, 33.1% cold, Tenet Grigori, 43.5% cold, Tenet Livia, 25% heat, Tenet Exec, 46.7% toxin, and a Tenet Agendis, 25.3% cold. How much platinum have you made since you've become a Patreon?
Over 100K.
45K.
60, 70,000.
20,000.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a week?
12K.
Probably about 5,000.
5,400.
Probably 8K.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a day?
5,400.
Day was probably 4K.
Probably about 3,000.
2K.
What's your favorite method of making platinum that you've learned from me?
Mostly just flipping ribbons and selling warframes.
Probably arbitrations.
Selling sets of Warframes.
I enjoy Zeramon the most.
Imagine how much time and money they've saved. You know where the links are. Reminder to stop by the Chrysalith on the Zeramon and visit Archimede and Yanta for your 35,000 Kuva. Then you can travel to Iron Wake on Earth and visit Palladino for your 2 Rivens, your 35,000 Kuva, and your 150,000 credits. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and stop by my Twitch channel where you can get free drops when they are community-wide, also free rewards I do all the time anyway. And make sure you check out your Invigorations this week and see what you got. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you in the next one.